All right. Let me just get the last bits of this put together. It's perfect. And then I'll just hit the power on button. There we go.
Happy birthday!
Whoa! Worked! Let's do a test. We're gonna talk back and forth. Say something.
Something.
No! Damn it. Alright, this is Captain's Log. This is Anthony, number 7. We're putting together. What? Oh dear God! Where'd I put the Budokai? Here, Budokai. Budokai. Calm. Shush. Okay, now we can shoot a video. We can shoot not a video, but an episode together. Anthony's not here.
And I'm Anthony.
Perfect. Wow, this is perfect. Welcome to Who's Your Main, folks. I am your...
And I'm Anthony.
Okay, gotta get that fixed. I'm Jared. Together, this is definitely Who's Your Main, and this is definitely Anthony. Say hi, Anthony.
Hi, Anthony.
No! Damn it. Okay. Well, we're going to be talking about fishing video games. Are you ready? Say fishing video games.
Fishing video game.
Good. And I bet you have a favorite, right? Right? That's what we programmed in there, right? I mean, that's what you know. You know it, right?
Oh, yeah. I could talk about Dredge if you want.
Yes. Yes, please.
Yeah. So, it's kind of like this really cool, Lovecraftian take on fishing. You arrive on this village and you, I think you crash on this village and then you kind of have to repair your boat slowly and you go out, fish for the day, and everybody tells you have to get back before dark. You have to be done fishing before it gets dark. So you go out, you catch fish, and the first couple of fish you catch are pretty normal, and then they start getting weird. They have these weird, like, growths on them, these weird anomalies, and so you bring them back and you sell them to the townsfolk, and you don't think anything of it, and eventually, there's this whole mystery that you have to try to solve behind what's going on with the village, what's going on with the ocean, and you're upgrading your boat, trying to get different stuff with that. It's a really cool kind of... it's right up my alley. It's kind of that combination of the two things that I really enjoy.
Wow. You're right. Yes. That's a fucking cool sounding video game, Anthony. Wow. I do.
Would you like to hear 2 short jokes and then another longer joke?
Fucking broke again. Yes, I would. Joke. It's like he's really here. Let me tell you something, Anthony. One of my favorite fishing games that I remember is Legend of the River King. Do you know what Legend of the River King is?
Good anecdote, Jared.
Okay. Yes, Legend of the River King was a Game Boy Color game and a Game Boy game. You could play it on either. It was one of those cartridges. Here, I'll plug it into you while you're listening. There you go.
There are no achievements in this game.
Never mind. Give me that back. Pop that back out. All right. Anyway, Legend of the River King was a game made by Natsume. They were the people who made Harvest Moon. And it was such a fucking cool game. I remember playing this on my Game Boy Color, my little yellow Game Boy Color. It was so strange because it had like a really in-depth fishing minigame that goes on. And you start out as like a little boy. And you're supposed to be catching the River King because your sister's really sick. I think it's actually like subtext as your mom's like, get the fuck out of the house while I take care of your sister. And you need to go catch this fucking fish. So you go out and the first thing you have to do is take the like 10 worms that you have and catch some of the first fish in the first river. And there's like 4 rivers now. I can't remember. I played it earlier this year. Well, anyway, you have like a bait and tackle. You get to pick which hooks that you use, which kind of bobbers you use, whether you're using live bait or not live bait, you have different rods through the whole game. There's like small rods, large rods, fly rods, reel rods that you can reel in, and they all function different on the map. When you cast your line, you can either reel it in, and that attracts a fish, and then so you can see the fish shadows in the river, and you'll fish towards one, like you send your bobber out, and then they'll kind of go around it, and then a mini game will start. It'll switch to a different screen, and then the fish is like fully detailed, drawn on the Game Boy Color, and you'll have to battle that fish and pull it in. Well, then you can sell those fish and make money so that you can move on in the quest till you get to the main river. But there's a secondary thing. I don't know why it's in this, but there's like a combat mechanic where you have to fight. And I don't know why. Is this so random that you end up on a battle screen when you're moving around? Are you listening, Anthony?
Who?
Okay. Anyway, so you go through that whole game, and it's like this incredible fishing RPG, and I'll never forget playing that game. I'd play it again. I just played it recently. There was a second one where you can play as the older brother or a younger brother. I still haven't played that. I need to get around to doing that. Let's check your coding here.
That reminds me of a joke.
Oh yeah? What? Which joke?
What are Mario's overalls made of?
I don't know.
Denim.
Fuck. Laugh, hey, money. You're not laughing.
Lol.
Fucking piece of junk. God damn it. Well, let's see. I should have another recording added. I mean, you should have another game that you're thinking of there, Anthony. You got another game?
Oh, yeah. Well, you were kind of talking about your game, and it really sounded like a game that I played on the Sega Genesis. It was called Bassmasters Classic. And I'm not going to, try to sell you that this is a good game by any means. But essentially, you would pick your character, and they had different attributes. They were all good at different things. And you would go into a bait shop. You would pick your pole. You would pick your lure, your bait, all of that stuff, your rigging, and all of that. And then you would go out onto the lake. You could pick where you drove your boat to. You could pick where you cast. And then as soon as you cast, the camera would cut away from kind of like a top-down view and go into this underwater view where it would follow your lure, and then you could see the fish as they were swimming around. And so you could, jig your hook and kind of try to get the fish to be more attracted to your lure and all of that stuff. You could try to drag on, like you were saying, you could topwater fish, you could try to hit on the bottom, all of that stuff. It was really cool. As a kid, I wasn't intelligent enough to understand the mechanics of the game, and so it was very frustrating to me. I would see the fish there, and I couldn't get them to bite the hook, and so I would just get mad and rage quit the game. But it was a kind of right along that line of those really like weirdly good sim fishing games that were around in that area. It was really weird.
Yeah, it's good. Yeah, I mean, that sounds really, really great, Anthony. I'm glad you're here. Sega Bassmasters, you've always talked about it.
Would you like to play Dragon Ball Z Budokai?
In a minute. Give me a minute. Let me tell you another fishing game, Anthony, that I really liked. It actually wasn't, the full game wasn't about fishing, but it was pretty much the Zelda series had fishing minigames in them. And some of the best ones, Link's Awakening, the Game Boy, had a really cool fishing minigame. It was all done on one screen, all like a cutaway side from the side, instead of overlooking the map like in Legend of the River King. This was from the side. And you would cast your line in, and you could see all the fish, you could reel them in. But the better fishing minigames for Zelda came along as the series progressed. We got the Ocarina of Time fishing minigame, which was incredible. I spent so much time playing that as a kid and trying to catch the big one. I think that's really where that really started to like be like, fishing in video games is super fucking fun. And I was like fishing in Ocarina of Time, and you could like, the fisherman that was there, the guy who like lets you rent the rod and stuff, it's over in Lake Hylia. There's this guy and he has like a fucking like captain's hat on, and you could cast your line at it and catch his hat, and he'd be like, "Give me that back, you little shit," because you're like Kid Link. I would do that forever, just looking for the big one. And you could do it again in Majora's Mask. I believe they did it again in Twilight Princess. And I can't. Technically, Wind Waker had a fishing thing where you sent the crane arm off the side of the boat. So I guess that's probably like trawling or something. I don't know what the fuck that's called. But yeah, Legend of Zelda fishing, Anthony. What do you think of Legend of Zelda? Isn't it so good?
Yeah, I mean, I would call that maybe like magnet fishing.
What the? Obviously, I programmed you to know about fishing. I mean, you know about fishing?
36 belly up. 30, wait.
Hold on. Let's go. Seconds.
Wait.
Okay. Seven. Stop. Mordecai.
7.
Okay.
7.
Yeah. But don't you think The Legend of Zelda is cool? Damn it. Didn't fix that. Anyway. Okay, let's see if you remember this one. What about Stardew Valley fishing, Anthony?
Ooh. Yeah, I mean that's where this whole thing started, right? Was kind of my love of that minigame and how they handled fishing, where I just think it's really cool that they were able to give you, obviously, the different locations. So you have mountain fishing, you have river fishing, you have beachside fishing, that, you know, and then obviously the special minigame versions that you can only get during seasonal stuff. But like, you even have weather-based fishing in that game, which is crazy. You have, you can change out your bait, you can change out your lures, you can specialize your rod, which is really cool when you get to the Ginger Island stuff, and you can kind of get to the late game. This is kind of like my love of Stardew Valley. It really is because of that fisherman character that I made. You know, you fell in love with the mines, and I really fell in love with the fishing mechanic of that.
That's true. That's why we came up with the Fisherman's Guild and the Mining Guild. Oh no, Fishing Fraternity. Fraternity, right? Fraternity.
Fishing fraternity. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, there needs to be alliteration.
Oh, fuck.
You get that one?
Yeah. Oh, fuck.
I mean, 7.
Get this fucking the junk robot. If we had the real Anthony, he'd be making lots of good jokes. Try one. Do another one. Come on. Which one? Number 6 on the line here. Yeah, do that one.
Happy birthday.
Damn it. That wasn't what I thought that was. Okay, well. Anyway, I forgot the one anecdote about Legend of the River King. I don't know if our viewers, listeners, are going to go out and play that game, but I think it's really funny that the last fish you catch in that game is basically you have to fish out the River King out of this tiny fucking pond that you pass on the second to last map. You come back to it after you unlock the final bit, and it's just a pond filled with fucking regular ass carp. And then the River King is like incredibly easy to catch after like countless of fish in that game, like shrimp and all kinds of shit that would break your line or just get away. If fucking that one was so fucking easy to catch, and then you come home and your mom's like, "Hey, your sister's all better," and you've been gone for like days because you had to like travel down south and stay at multiple inns and live off your fishing as like a fucking 10-year-old. I think it's all a ploy to get the kid out of the house and start being a man or something. It's made by Natsume. The people who made Harvest Moon Well, maybe not exactly, but it was the same producer. Natsume, whatever. They produced, I think, Harvest Moon. And so Harvest Moon is where Stardew Valley came from, and it had fishing. Harvest Moon had fishing, but it's super boring. Like, you cast your line and you pull it up. There's a fucking laundry list of video games that have that kind of fishing. Thinking about Minecraft, Pokemon, Harvest Moon, Animal Crossing. Did I ever say that? Check that list.
Do you want to know why chickens are the best farm animal?
What the? Yeah.
Because?
God damn. Maybe I should have put the dad joke simulator in there. Nah, that's fine. That's fine. I think Breath of Fire also had that fucking simple ass fishing game. A lot of like old JRPGs I think had it, but I can't remember. I tell you to look it up, but I don't want you fucking plugged into the internet.
You got Tinder on your phone?
You get no. Bad. Let's see.
At least give me TikTok.
No, I'm not. Wait, why are you making requests?
No.
Listen here. Tell me, did Anthony ever play? I mean, did you ever play Far Cry? There was supposed to be a fishing game in that. Was there fishing in that?
Oh, yeah. Of course, as a computer, I have already done my homework. But, like, the Far Cry series is always about water. It's based around that. Even, like, as far... Like, 2 was based in Africa, and it was much more about fire. But then 3 kind of transitioned over into more a tropical environment, and was much more about water and being one with nature, and you got your power-ups in the form of these tribal tattoos. And it was like shark, bear, panther, whatever. That's how you would level up, and as you leveled up your powers, or your level up screen, your tattoo would grow. And so the game has always been about those kind of like animalistic level up powers and stuff like that. And so in Far Cry 5, it's set in rural America, and so a lot of the ways that you upgrade your gear is through fishing and hunting. And it's not a crazy in-depth fishing mechanic. I wouldn't even say it's as good as Stardew Valley, but it's there. And so I think that's something. I really like the idea of, like, you spend time in fishing, I will give you game mechanics. I think that's cool. I really want to become good at stealth, so I have to go out and hunt a panther who is like the king of stealth. And if I do that, then I get a better stealth tool, whatever. I can carry more arrows or whatever. So it's okay. I wouldn't say it's great, but yeah, the Far Cry 5 game definitely has some fishing in it. And I think it's just a really good game where the story is good. It's got some puzzle mechanics where they kind of did away with the trope of, oh, you have to climb up to the top of the tower. It's an open world game. Climb to the top of the tower and now you unlock more of the map. You still do that, but it's kind of like, ironically, if that makes sense. You climb to the top of the tower and then it shows you where you can go. It's hard to explain. Like, each tower is a puzzle that you climb up using jump puzzles, and so that makes it more interesting. I think those are much more featured mechanics than fishing is in that game, but it's still a pretty good fishing game.
Man, and having the towers and all that stuff, that's crazy that game had all that.
Yeah. Some of them are towers. Some of them are bunkers. Some of them are like abandoned houses or abandoned warehouses. It's just different stuff. It's really cool. The story is really good. It's I don't want to spoil anything, but it's about this crazy guy in America starts a cult, and he's basically like prophesizing about the end of the world. There's going to be a nuclear apocalypse, and so he's inviting all of these people in to like a commune. and he has these 4 disciples, and each one of them has a plot of land that they have taken over, and each one of them has like the game presents it as a supernatural power. You later, it's kind of a spoiler, I won't say that. They have 4 supernatural powers, and you go to each zone and you have to beat each boss, and then after you beat each boss, then you go back and fight the boss. I can't remember his name. The head honcho, you fight him. And it's a really cool story. I really liked it.
We do have this spoiler blocker on, so that's why you can't say any of the spoilers. But yeah, I've never played a Far Cry game, so that's more your speed.
Yeah.
Although I'd be willing after the Fallout New Vegas run, I'd be willing to dredge and what's that fucking survival game you're always playing?
The Longest Dark. Dark.
That's it. Yep, that's the one I would try that. I have to go back in time one more time for my next fishing game that I was thinking about and wanted to talk about because it did kind of make a reappearance in a later installment, but in the original Sonic Adventure, you could play as like I think it was about 4 different characters. You play as Sonic, Tails, Knuckles. I guess at 5. Maybe I can't even think. Sonic, Tails, Knuckles, the fucking E123 or whatever, the robot Gamma. I think he's 1, 2, 3, or maybe he's 1.
2.
Sorry, robot. And then the last one, you could play as Big the Cat, and all of his sections were just this fishing minigame that was fucking horrendous. Like, it was not fun to play. I wish that they had like gone back and if they ever remake Sonic Adventure, I hope that they keep Big the Cat. I think that they should try to make a fishing minigame because I think that they're very fun to have a fishing minigame, especially one that's in depth. Added to an RPG, I think that's so good. But man, it was traumatizing playing those for the fucking trophies, whatever, Steam awards or achievements, whatever. And I was just like, fuck, this fucking sucks. I hate this. When I finished that, it was the greatest relief in the world. I was like, I'd rather go and play some Dark Souls or Ninja Gaiden or some shit than have to fucking get the fucking emblems in Sonic Adventure for Big the Cat again. But it did make a reoccurrence in Sonic Frontiers, where you could go into the cyberspace where Big the Cat was. And there was a very simple fishing minigame that you could play. But the detail on the models were crazy. They were so in-depth and very pretty. I don't know if they were pulled from some other Sega game that had fish in it or something. But they put so much fucking work into the fish. And Big the Cat's in there. And he's like, hey, you want to go fishing, Sonic? And you're like, yeah. I want to play as you, though, not as Sonic. Because I want that redemption arc for Big the fucking Cat. Come on, Sega. Let's go. Make Sonic Adventure 3.
I don't want to go too far off the rails here, but you were talking to me earlier today when you were trying to build me about Rebirth and how those type of games should have minigames, right? It's okay to put a fishing minigame in your game, but the second that you slap a trophy on it or you make it a quest, like you have to do this to complete a quest, that's no longer fun. I no longer want to do that as a part of your game. Those minigames should be there. They should be an option, especially in a game like Final Fantasy. But I don't want to be forced into fishing. Like if Stardew Valley was like, hey, the only way that you can beat the game is if you do, you catch all of the legendary fish. I don't think that would be fun. I think you did it because you wanted to get maxed out stats.
Yeah.
We wanted to get maxed out stats on our characters. And so you did the fishing almost as not a chore, but, as a thing to tick off of the list.
Yeah.
Be like, there, I did it. I'm done. I don't ever want to do it again. But I don't think you should be forced to do that if you don't want to. If you don't want to play the piano minigame in Rebirth, you shouldn't have to do that. You shouldn't have to play Sonic Adventure and be like, okay, it's time for Big the Cat to come in and fish. Like, now you hate that character because you associate that with fishing. That shouldn't be the case. So there's my 2 cents.
That's a good 2 cents too, because I mean you're definitely right. Like playing like I don't know, Stardew Valley like the fishing minigame. I was locked into it as soon as I figured it out. I remember struggling to figure it out. A lot of people who play that often talk about how horrendous the fishing minigame is, but I think those are people that just don't know how it works exactly, because it's kind of inversely made, where the beginning is really hard, and then after you level up fishing and get some of the better bobbers and stuff, it becomes very easy and pretty fun. And so the challenge actually is reverse, whereas like normal games, like you start out and it's not too bad, and then it becomes difficult when you're trying to do the high-end stuff. Like, so for Stardew Valley, it'd be like fishing for the legendaries or something, but fucking talking about the goddamn minigame in Rebirth, you're fucking right, man. Like, I don't want to have to get achievements for the minigames. Like, stop making me do achievements for minigames. Just have those in there for fun and bragging rights. You beat it and you got the in-game trophy, you know, and it's like a fucking cosmetic or something. I don't know. Just anything that's not an achievement for some minigame that only some people will like or are good at. It's like, fuck, dude, I don't know if I can play that. Damn it. Let's see. There was a couple other fishing games that I wanted to talk about. I want to save the best. These are going to be fishing sims that I talk about. I want to save the best one for last. I haven't got around to playing Fishing Planet. And Fishing Planet is free. You can play it, and then there's pay to win kind of mechanics in there if you want to engage in them. But the first one that I played preparing for this particular episode was Call of the Wild: The Angler. And I think I had a pretty good time playing it. I don't really quite remember all the different mechanics that there were, but it was a fishing sim, but it felt unfinished. I know that you were watching me play it, and I don't know what you thought about it at the time, but let's just check. Let's see. What did you think about it? Go ahead. Tell us.
Yeah, you definitely forced me to watch that. It was a while ago, and my memory's been wiped since then, but I think those games, like you said, there's definitely an order here where there's clearly one at the top and then kind of scales down from there. I think those games are good in the sense that a sim game like that can teach you how to fish without, like, there are things that go along with fishing that some people don't like. Like you have to go outdoors. You usually have to camp in pretty grimy or uncomfortable places in order to, the fish don't come to you. You have to go to the fish. And so a lot of the times there's an aspect of like hiking or camping or these other things that go along with it. And so these simulation games really give you a glance at what it is like to be these types of fishermen. So in that aspect, I think it's cool. But like you said, if you are playing the game and you're not having fun, that's not a good video game. It doesn't matter if it's a realistic sim. It's not fun. And so I agree with you. I think some of those games, I think you had more fun driving around in the truck.
Oh, yeah, I forgot.
Around the lake, and it was like you were just like launching over the hills and trying to crash. Because the truck had this weird physics thing where it wouldn't crash. And so it was just like launching itself over, and that was almost more fun than the fish. Granted, we gave it, a couple of hours?
Yeah.
It wasn't like we dove super deep into it, pun intended.
Yeah.
But, I think it was okay in the sense that, like, it was like, oh, if you cast over by that log, you might get a hit. Or, oh, you're fishing at dusk, maybe try fishing at sunrise. Just stupid stuff like that. I don't think you care about that kind of stuff. I think you just wanted to go have fun playing a fishing simulator, and it wasn't a very fun fishing. You weren't having fun doing it.
The one that I didn't get to show you, but I played a bunch while I can't remember why I was playing. I think it was during your football season last year. But the one that I played that was really good and ticks all the boxes that you just said was Russian Fishing 4. this game is a fishing sim for real. It's got like 2 different kinds of fishing rods that I had got to. I think you can even go into like ocean fishing and stuff like that. I didn't get that far because there's a ton of different maps. And how you play this game is you would pick either like rods, like fishing rods, where it's just pole fishing. And I don't know how to explain this because I'm not actually a fisher, and I think that actual fishing knowledge in this game will help you. And so I can't remember the name of the first map that I was on, but I was like locked in on the pole fishing. Because I didn't realize that there's pole fishing and reel fishing, and they target different kinds of fish, like in real life. And that's what this game was like teaching me. And then I think maybe you did watch me play it for a little bit because you were the one that said, why don't you try over there by that log? And I did, and it worked. And I started catching like catfish or something. I don't remember. It was something that you said I would catch. And if I used a certain kind of bait, I think it was corn. And then I started catching those fish. And then I started understanding that there's predator fish and prey fish. And I was just like, and then you can target different ones. And then this game also allowed you to like set up multiple rods and then watch them and then pick up the one that's got a fish and pull it in. And then when you, it's so in depth. Like I'm only scratching the surface on what you could do in this fucking fishing game. And it was incredible. That's why I saved it for last, because I was like, that was fucking awesome. Anyway, so the way that you like progress in this game is you sell fish to either the fish market or there's a restaurant, and the restaurant wants certain kinds of fish and you can sell them for a higher price. Whereas the market will just like, you can sell any fish and they just take them for a low price. And so the restaurants, it would have like basically daily quests, and there was a day-night cycle, and you could see what fish are for sale, you know, which ones you need to target and how many you need to get. And then you would have to get them. And I think the fish even spoil after so long. So you have to fight that timer too. And it was just like really cool. I was like, this is a fucking cool ass fishing game. I was like, oh my God, I think I like fishing. I don't want to touch real fish though. Like you do.
Who do?
Damn it. Stay quiet for a minute. I'm going to try something.
Witty response.
All right, let me see if I can call Foxy here on this link pearl she gave me. All right. Foxy? Hello? Hello?
What?
Are you there? Hello?
Are you there?
Oh, it's working. It's working.
Oh, I think you can hear me.
Good. Good. Folks, I'm bringing to you live from Final Fantasy XIV's fishing community. One of the members of the fishing Discord. I mean, I guess you're a part of something like that. But you're an expert in the fishing in that game. And I wanted to talk to you about that because my experience with the fishing in 14 has been very brief. And I was hoping that, because I know you're trying to catch like some special fish and you've been trying to catch it for a while now.
Cinder Surprise. Everybody knows Cinder Surprise. He's up tonight. I'm going to catch him. This is my night. You're going to be my good luck, Jard.
Oh, yes, I've been known to have good luck in my life. Falls down some stairs. Yeah, Cinder Surprise. Tell me about this fish. Is there something special? You've been trying to catch it for a while.
He's an evil egg. I've been trying to catch him for 2 years.
Holy shit.
Yep, since Endwalker ended. Well, since before Endwalker ended, but I'm gonna catch him. I'm gonna catch him. That's my goal.
Well, how's he getting away? What is there, like a short window or something?
Yeah, so he's only got a 5-minute window. You have to catch a specific fish prior to him being up.
Fish on.
So prep takes about 20 minutes, give or take. Some people I think take longer. I think some people take like 30. And you go to where you fish him at, and you have to catch 10 of these sand eggs, and then you get a buff. You get an intuition buff, which then allows you to, quote, see Cinder. But he's a shy little egg fish because he's technically an egg. He's shy. So I have had him nibble. I've lost him. He's slipped a bunch of times. I know some people track all of it on spreadsheets. Like, look, I'm not that crazy. I just can't. Because I think I would cry if I knew how many times he's slipped.
I would cry too. But you called it a slip? Is that what it is?
You gotta tend your hook.
Yeah, so that's what they call it. He's shy, is what they say. Because like some fish, you go out there once or twice and you get them. Like they're not considered. But this is a known difficult fish. People have been known to spend 2 years or more. Like my situation is not abnormal, but it doesn't make it any less frustrating. But yeah, so tonight he has a window, and I'm gonna go out there like 20 minutes prior to. I'm gonna catch the sand egg, and then I'll get my intuition buff right after the window opens. It's all timing in how you catch everything, and then I will and then for 5 minutes I'll sit there and only reel in the strong bites, which is 3 exclamation points, which is how they tell, like, you have 1 exclamation point, 2 exclamation point, and 3 exclamation points. And 1 is like just your basic everyday fish. 2 is like medium, and 3 is usually like your legendaries, your rares, your like most difficult fish are usually the 3s, usually. And there's titles and stuff that go along with each expansion. For how many fish you catch, for getting all the big fish, which is what Cinder's considered. He's considered like a big fish. So that's kind of cool. The expansion that he belongs in, the title is Lady of the Far Waters. So, yep, I'll take that. That's pretty cool.
That's awesome. The amount of in-depthness that 14's side content has is ridiculous. The fact that there are people out there that use spreadsheets to even be able to track or do these things, and I know from experience of getting into some of the side content in 14 and just be like, oh, this is really fun, and then you get about to the point where you've done a bunch of it, and now you're like, you've built up to what they expect you to do, and I'm like, do I need a fucking spreadsheet? Oh, it's making me do one in the game. What the hell?
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's fucking crazy that it's 2 years you've been trying to catch it and doing all this prep every single time. I think if I looked at that spreadsheet myself, if I had been doing that, I probably wouldn't want a spreadsheet either, because I wouldn't want to know how many times that motherfucking slippery bastard has got away. Are you a piece of shit?
Yeah, I've had people asking me. They're like, "Well, how many windows have you been to? How many slips have you had?" And I'm like, "Bro, no. I don't want to know."
Is that when your Captain Ahab self starts to fucking blah, 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 blah. There she was. Call me Ishmael.
They're like, I need to know.
Yeah.
I need to know for myself. I'm like, okay, but I don't, because that'll just depress me. Like, absolutely not.
No, thank you. No, yeah.
Yeah.
What even got you involved in the fishing in the game? Did you just like start doing it and then you were like, this is pretty fucking fun, actually, as a matter of fact? Or are you just motivated like Anthony, like I'm here for the fucking achievements?
That's also true.
Oh, yeah. Well, okay. So I do love achievements.
Okay.
I don't, it's funny. I don't remember. I'm a big crafter gatherer. I love the crafting and gathering. And I got into it to make Gil. I really wanted to hit the Gil cap.
How close have you gotten multiple times?
I think I'm sitting at like 320 million or 330 million.
Fuck, that's a lot of fucking quiche, folks.
Fact.
I have a bit. I made a lot in Endwalker. I haven't made as much in Dawn Trail, but
that's cool.
It was one of those things, like towards the end of Endwalker, I was setting goals for between the end of really like the big parts of the content and Dawn Trail. Like, what was I going to do while I waited for Dawn Trail? And I was like, I'm going to catch all the fish in the game. I just saw it. It was just one achievement. And I was like, I'm just going to go catch all the fish. And it was like 1,640, like 1,640. I was like, I'm going to go catch all these.
Holy fuck. I can get those.
Yeah, I was like, I got time. Yeah, I got like
That's
The Incredibles.
awesome.
I got time.
Yeah, we got time. Yeah.
And so I was like, whatever, let's go.
Yeah.
And so I started fishing, and to do that, I had to do the big fishing quests that they give you. And so as I was going through those, I just really started loving like the fishing aspect. I do enjoy the challenge that it offers. It's not the same. Every fish is a little bit different. Every fish needs something different. Like, at least for all the big fish, all the little fish are just kind of, yeah, you go out there, you just catch them. It's whatever. There's lots of fish like that. Those are fun too when you just want to go out and fish. I love ocean fishing. That's another avenue of fishing. I level my fishers that way. The first time I got, what's it called? The current.
Aether current. Sorry. I was trying to think of it too.
When you're ocean fishing and you got the current. The first time I got that, I was like, this is amazing. I still love it.
This is a fucking rush. Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, this is so cool. So I still like when we go into Evercold, that's how I'll level fishing. Absolutely.
Hell yeah. Ocean. Oh my God. I think I had a similar experience to you with fishing, like doing the class quest, and the class quest was fucking incredible. But I think that any like job quest, class quest, whatever, from 1 to 50 is like just like people don't talk about how fucking well written they are. And so then you get sucked into that. And then I was like going around like catching the fucking fish and leveling up.
There's a whole quest line with the big fish.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's like a whole thing, and you take the big fish to each of the major cities, and like it's this whole thing. And I was
so
like,
cool.
what? This is awesome. So I ended up doing that when I was on my hunt for all the fish. And as you're hunting for all the fish, then you have to do all the big fish, or at least a lot of them. And so that kind of started me on this path. And then after I was done with that, well, of course, every expansion, every patch, they add more fish.
Right.
Oops.
It never ends.
Yeah.
That's good though.
I was all caught up, and then now they just keep adding, and I'm like,
Yes, but Cinder surprises your fucking white whale.
right now it is.
Captain Ahab.
Yeah.
Call me Ishmael.
I'm like, you have
You son
got
of a
to be
bitch.
kidding. This right now, this is where all my efforts going. I'm not fishing for anything but this fish right now.
Fucking awesome. It's like dragging Drin along with you. Get in the boat. Row us out there.
Oh my
Yes,
god, that'd be
ma'am.
so funny.
Break your back. Crack your oarsman.
Let's go.
Come on.
He does not do fishing. He refuses to do fishing.
Wait, really? I didn't know that.
He'll go ocean fishing with me sometimes,
Oh, okay. That's fair.
but not on the regular, to be fair. He really loves the raiding.
Oh, yeah. Big time. You guys are big time raiders in that game, too. I know we're just talking about this small aspect of the game, by the way, folks. Final Fantasy XIV is this, like, never-ending
There's so
thing
much.
that you can engage in. And we're looking over here at Savage.
If you get online and you come into Final Fantasy XIV and you say, there's nothing for me, then you must have been stuck in Balmung because your friends are mean. Like, I don't know what to tell you, Anthony. You gotta leave Balmung.
Hey,
You gotta go fishing. I'm gonna make him
Hey.
get online and go fishing with me. I think he would really like it.
That's also true.
I've talked to him about it. He would love it. He would love that shit because it's so, like, you get a tackle
Yes.
box, man.
Yes, and we have swim bait now.
What?
I can like catch a fish and hold on to it because I have to mooch fish for
Yeah.
some fish.
Yeah.
So I have to catch a smaller fish to catch the big fish.
It's fucking cool.
Which, hello, you do that on real life. I know because I've caught the smaller fish. to
Yeah.
Catch smelt, catch bigger. Because I used to catch smelt when I was a kid.
Uh-huh.
To catch sturgeon.
Whoa.
Okay.
You just catch sturgeon? Did you guys eat them?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, fuck.
That was our fish of choice. Well, I grew up on the Columbia River.
Oh, okay.
So
That's cool.
sturgeon and well, we didn't fish for salmon as much, bass and that kind of stuff. But sturgeon was like the main one. But we would catch smelt to catch a sturgeon. So I'm like, look, it's just like real life. I catch the little fish to catch the bigger fish. There's quite a few like that. Like Anthony, I think Anthony would really love that.
That's
Yeah.
also true.
And I'm
I'll say
bummed
that.
that he is like, nope, I don't want to go to this place with you. And I'm like, but fishing.
He's intimidated by the achievements. He would be so like tempted to just
Well,
go
and
for
to be fair,
achievements.
there's
only.
10 years worth of
I
achievements.
told him that. I said, look, just turn that part off of your brain off.
Just
You
for
hear
a
that,
hot
Anthony?
second.
Ooh.
You just work through it, just one achievement at a time. There's so many that I'm just like, I'll never have this done. The ARR achievements are probably some of the most tedious and some of the worst.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna be honest. To be 100%, the fishing achievements, I really want to get them all.
That's fair. I think that's a doable
But-
task, right? That's doable.
Maybe there's some areas where I have to catch like 3,000 fish.
3,000?
Yeah. So I just have to sit out there and catch
two.
fish
That's-
all day.
Fucking crazy. No wonder there's if it didn't make this clear earlier, there's a Discord called the Fishcord for Final Fantasy XIV, which is usually a Discord associated with one of the side things that you can do, which you were a big member of. What was that? Baja. That was
Yeah.
you were really involved in that.
For a while, yeah. I don't as much anymore just because rating.
Yeah, true.
I don't have a lot of time to do anything else right now. Cinder and rating.
Cinder rating. Cinder is what I only want to do, but he's only got a window this big. Fucker.
I swear. He's
But yeah, the fish court is a huge community, which is so interesting. I wish that mining and botany somehow could have that. I wish that maybe through botany we could do farming, and that could be a thing. And then mining, we could do some sort of like, I don't know, something. It just would be really cool if they developed those.
there's achievements with those.
Yeah, but I mean, like, we have the ocean fishing, right? And that's like, it really is. It feels like an adrenaline rush to fishing. It's so dynamic and fun. I remember the first time I did it's the same as you, where it was just like, holy shit, what was that fucking rainbow shit that just happened?
Yeah.
That was fucking awesome.
This is amazing.
This is so cool.
Or the dolphins.
Yeah, the dolphins are jumping and you get it. Then you catch the fucking big one and you get to have a shark mount. That was sick. I just want to see that for botany and mining, just because I don't know.
Yeah, you can go to the Balance Discord and there's stuff about crafting and gathering there, but they don't have their own Discord that I'm aware of. If they do, I don't know about it.
Right.
That would be wild if they did, because I'd want to be in it.
Right. The mining cord.
I mean, the subs have their own Discord. I'm in that one because got to make money. I need gil.
That's true. I like money. I can hear Drin laughing in the background.
And it's funny because I don't actually need more of it because I don't really spend any of it.
Well, that's not really the point, though.
No.
The point is to get it.
Yeah.
And lots of it.
Yeah.
This is also I'm gonna toot your horn or whatever and tell the folks. Like, I've tried to make gil in this game, and I don't really know what the fuck I'm doing, but it's not that easy, but it's not that hard, to have the amount that I have. I only got like 15 million. And that's just from doing like the MSQ and being like smart.
That's a lot.
But that, getting the Aether tickets, what are some other things that they tell you to do? Oh, just like sell everything that you get that you don't need on the market board. Like, I looked up some tactics, but it's like, it's not like what you have done is like enterprise in the game. And I think that is so fucking interesting. Like, just having like fucking billions of fucking gil. Like, that's so cool.
Well, I got addicted to it because in the last patch of Endwalker, okay, so here's what happened. The last patch of Endwalker, I just was But I was still pretty new. I felt like, even though I really wasn't, I'd been playing for like 3 years by then, so I
Yeah, I'm
wasn't
new.
really new. But when it came to crafting and gathering, other than like your basics with crafting and gathering, I was still pretty new. And I was like, I'm gonna make my own crafting set. I'm not gonna buy it. I'm gonna make my own set. Blah blah
That's
blah.
crazy.
And I'm gonna help my friends. Well, I started making this stuff and I was actually struggling a little bit. Like I was learning how to, find macros and all that stuff, right? And then I saw the prices on the market board for some of the materials that I had like I had spent weeks ahead of time with script gathering and all prepping and all this stuff, right? I had millions of gil in dollars in materials.
Right.
And so I said, I don't need my gear right now. This is fine. I
I'm
need
about to make
gil.
money. Yeah, about to money.
And I started selling all of it. And I made so much gil. And I became a little addicted. I'm not going to lie. And so I think that's part of where it kind of stemmed from. And then I was like, well, now I need subs. And I had a sub at the time. And I was like, how do I make them make money for me? Because I see these people making gil cap. Every retainer is gil capped, and they're gil capped, and their FCs are gil capped, and like they're gil capped on their gil capped, and like and I'm like, I want that. That's what I want. And so I'm like, but those people have like 10 subs. Like they're not just selling stuff on the market board. People don't understand that. Like with a few exceptions, there's a few exceptions to the rule. There always is. But
holy shit.
People are, that guy is crazy. Everybody knows who Ash is.
10, oh my God, 10 subs.
I think he's got at least 10 FC houses with subs because
oh my God.
If I remember correctly, because he has 9 or 10 retainers and they're all capped. They're all at 99999.
I don't want to think about that because of the housing situation that happens in 14.
Well, yeah, I mean, but he's had those since before all of this. He's had them since before the lottery. Like, he went and clicked that placard like nobody's business. You know what I'm saying?
Jesus. Dear Papa Yoshi, if you're listening, I know you are because you've not responded to my emails.
How dare.
Add more houses.
I wish they would.
But yeah, mostly was just thinking about the fishing in the game. But I mean, 14 is just it's a great game. There's always something to do. It's good to like, to play it, do the raiding, not do the raiding. You could just fuck around. I just like that there's this one little aspect of fishing and it's like its own game. And I still to think that's so crazy.
It really can be. You really can't. Like, I could literally spend all day looking for fish and fishing. I don't, but I could very easily because I still have. I have 60 some fish left. Because they just upped it to 17 something. Crap, I'm not actually logged.
Well, at some point we got to bring you back to talk about triple tryhard. Or triad, excuse me. We gotta talk to you about that. I know you collected all the cards in that. Maybe even talk about some of the raids that you've done. Maybe bring Drin in for that. But I think for now, we gotta say bye to the folks. Hold on, let me get Anthony in here. Anthony, come in here. Gotta say bye to the folks. Come here. Say hi, Anthony.
And I'm Anthony.
Okay. Well, I think since we have a special guest here. Oh, by the way, folks, if you want to see more of what Foxy's doing, link in the description below. She does stream sometimes. It may be Final Fantasy 14, it may be Dreamlight Valley or whatever else you're playing, I think.
Yeah.
You got anything else you want to say about that?
I stream my raid nights on Tuesday, Thursdays, and I stream Dreamlight Valley when I'm filling up for it, and then I swear I'm gonna stream my Diablo 3 playthrough. I swear I'm gonna play it.
Oh boy, that would be interesting.
I just been so tired from raiding.
Yeah, That's fair. Well, join her on her stream.
Yep, I'm on Twitch. Foxy Pop.
Comment down below about it in her house or on her stream or whatever that you came from Hoosier, Maine, so she knows.
That'd be really cool. I could be like, Hoosier Maine friends, yay! Give a shout out.
And Anthony, say bye.
I would like to comment. End of comment.
Okay,
End of comment.
It's
Because
Comment.
he's jealous of
Comment.
fishing.
End of comment. End of comment. Comment.
You're jealous, aren't you?
The hell?
He says
Witty
he's-
response.
he's-
Statement.
Anyway.
You are a moron.
Well, folks, we hope to see you next week.
Heck yeah.
And please, once again, check out Foxy Pop's stream. Link in the description below. We'll see you later. Foxy, say bye.
Okay, see ya.
See ya. Bye.
Bye.
Goodbye, folks. Yo, who was that guy?
All right, time to power you down. There we go.
Happy birthday.
Let's go outside and try to call Anthony a different way. He's not responding to my phone calls. And if I could just go outside, then I'll be able to do the thing, you know what I'm saying? Okay, last-ditch effort. I'll try to summon him with this campfire I've lit. I miss him so. Okay, here we go.
Who dares summon me? Oh,
Holy shit!
it's you.
It worked!
What do you want?
Hey, man! Anthony!
Yeah. What? Yeah. What do you want?
Oh, I missed you so much since you've been on your camping trip. I was wondering when you're coming back.
In a week, I told you. Is that it? You're scaring the fish.
A week? Oh, sorry. Oh. Holy shit. What happened? What the hell?
Fish on. No. Damn it, my line broke. This is your fault, Jar.